NASA's Pioneer 1, the most distant human-made object in the universe, is sending usable information to Earth again. In the universe, we have not considered what it is, with the exception of that we can check it. Voyager 1, the well-known space test sent off by NASA more than 4.5 years ago, has recently sent back a message that has sent shockwaves through the scholarly community. Following its journey of almost 14 billion miles from Earth, Pioneer 1 has made a discovery so critical that it has changed the course of its mission, pivoting towards our planet. But what precisely might this discovery be? Could it be confirmation of extraterrestrial life, of vast peculiarity, or something considerably more staggering? In this gripping examination, we uncover these shocking revelations as Voyager 1 just made a surprising disclosure that caused it to startlingly pivot towards Earth. History tells us that the Adventurer twin tests, if certain celestial events hadn't orchestrated, might just never have left Earth. For this case, the aligning stars were the four biggest planets in our solar system. Close to 4 billion years ago, these planets were slowly aligning in a way that had last occurred during Thomas Jefferson's administration in the early 19th century. This exceptional planetary arrangement went largely unnoticed at first. The first individual to recognize its significance was Gary Flandreau, a doctoral student in aeronautics at the California Institute of Technology back in 1965. At the time, space exploration was just beginning, and working part-time at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, Flandreau was tasked with figuring out the most efficient way to send a spacecraft to Jupiter or even farther away to Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune. Using a simple pencil, he meticulously plotted the orbital paths of these giant planets and made an interesting discovery. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, all four planets would align in such a way that they could be visited in a single mission. This arrangement meant that a spacecraft could use the gravitational pull of each planet to slingshot itself to the next, drastically reducing travel time. Flandreau calculated that this alignment would cut the flight time from Earth to Neptune from 30 years to just 12 years. However, there was a catch. This planetary alignment only occurred once every 175 years. To take advantage of this rare opportunity, a spacecraft would need to be launched by the mid-1970s. NASA seized this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and built 2 spacecraft to make the journey. These spacecraft, Pioneer 1 and Voyager 2, were sent on an incredible mission to explore the outer planets of our solar system. Thanks to the alignment of the planets and the visionary calculations of Gary Flandreau, the launch of the Pioneer twin rockets on September 5, 1977, marked something truly special. At a place called Cape Canaveral in Florida, Pioneer 1 embarked on its inspiring journey into space, launched by a powerful rocket known as Titan 3E or Centaur. Just 15 days later, Voyager 2 was launched on August 20, 1977. Voyager 1 began its journey into the vast universe, following a shorter path. Their primary mission was to explore the giant gas planets in our solar system, such as Jupiter and Saturn, along with their many moons. However, these daring explorers surpassed all expectations, venturing far beyond, stretching the boundaries of exploration and traveling farther and longer than any other space vehicle in history. They broke numerous records on their inspiring odyssey, going beyond anything made by humans before, and entered a region known as interstellar space, a completely unknown area beyond our system. These exploring spacecraft, Pioneer 1 and Pioneer 2, are now more than 12 billion miles from us. Despite their immense distance, they continue to astonish scientists with the remarkable discoveries they make out there. Most recently, they made a discovery so stunning that it has taken everyone by surprise. The Voyager twin spacecraft have achieved several truly remarkable feats. Decades ago, they explored the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, astonishing scientists who initially thought these moons to be dull and lifeless, like our own moon. These moons turn out to be dynamic centers of activity. Voyager 2 made history by becoming the first of the twins to fly past Uranus in 1986, and just 3 years later, it zoomed past Neptune, an achievement unmatched by any other spacecraft. As these spacecraft continue their remarkable journey, NASA employed several clever techniques to ensure they remain functional. They've deactivated unnecessary parts like extra instruments and radiators to conserve power. This strategy aims to keep the spacecraft operational as planned until at least 2030. For the dedicated scientists and engineers who have been part of this extraordinary journey since its inception, it's a bittersweet mix of emotions. Their hard work has paid off, and when they thought the Voyager missions were nearing their end, a surprising discovery emerged from the depths of space. In the beginning of their monumental journey, the Voyager spacecraft surprised scientists by providing the first close-up views of the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. These moons, which astronomers had believed to be dull and heavily scarred like our own moon, turned out to be dynamic worlds. Voyager 1 reached Jupiter in March 1979, shortly after its launch. Voyager 2, following a slightly different path, arrived in July of the same year. Both spacecraft were equipped with Vidicon cameras that used filters to capture full-color images. Remarkably, they were designed to rotate incredibly slowly, more than 30 times slower than the hour hand of a clock. This ensured that the images they captured were clear and sharp. During their mission, the Voyagers took over 33,000 photographs of Jupiter and its moons, each revealing new and stunning details. For example, Europa, one of Jupiter's 53 named moons, was found to have a cracked, icy shell estimated to be more than 60 miles thick. As the spacecraft departed from the Jupiter system, they gained speed, reaching 35,700 miles per hour from a gravitational slingshot. In the years that followed, the Voyager spacecraft continued their unprecedented journey, pushing the boundaries of exploration even further. After passing Jupiter, Voyager 1 set its sights on Saturn, arriving in 1980. It was a landmark moment in space exploration, as the spacecraft sent back detailed images of Saturn's iconic rings, which had been a subject of fascination for astronomers for centuries. Voyager 2, which had taken a different trajectory, reached Saturn a few years later in 1981. However, it was Voyager 1 that continued its trek beyond Saturn, reaching the farthest points in space ever traveled by any human-made object. By the late 1990s, the Voyager spacecraft had passed the outermost planets of the solar system and ventured into the vast expanse of interstellar space. At this point, their primary mission was officially over, but their journey was far from complete. The spacecraft, which had been built to last for only a few years, were still sending back valuable data, even as their power supply dwindled. NASA engineers and scientists found creative ways to extend the life of the spacecraft. They made adjustments to the spacecraft's instruments and systems, deactivating non-essential parts to conserve power. This ingenious strategy allowed the Voyagers to continue sending back data, much to the astonishment of those who had assumed they would go silent long before. By 2012, Voyager 1 became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space, leaving behind the protective bubble of our sun's magnetic field. It was a monumental achievement, marking the beginning of a new chapter in the history of space exploration. Voyager 2 followed suit in 2018, entering interstellar space as well, becoming the second spacecraft to achieve this incredible milestone. As of today, both Voyager spacecraft are more than 14 billion miles from Earth, continuing their journey through the cold, dark void of space. They are no longer sending back images, but they still provide valuable scientific data, especially about the environment of interstellar space. Although they are far beyond the reach of human technology, the Voyagers are not forgotten. They carry with them golden records, etched with sounds and images from Earth, intended to communicate the existence of humanity to any potential extraterrestrial civilizations that may find them in the distant future. These records contain a diverse collection of human culture, including music, greetings in 55 languages, and images of our planet and its inhabitants. In the coming years, as the Voyagers continue their silent journey through the cosmos, they will remain symbols of human curiosity, ingenuity, and our unrelenting desire to explore the unknown. Though they will eventually lose their ability to send signals back to Earth, their legacy will endure for generations to come. The Voyager missions have expanded our understanding of the universe and reminded us that the quest for knowledge has no end. It is a journey that will continue, inspired by the incredible achievements of these two spacecraft that will forever hold the title of humanity's farthest explorers. Slingshot, a move that pushed them towards interstellar space at Saturn. The pioneers went their different ways. Pioneer 1 passed through Saturn's great rings, getting through incalculable influences from little residue particles, previously passing by Titan, a moon covered in orange fog, and voyaging toward the north out of the plane of the planets. Traveler 2 proceeded with its performance process, coming to Uranus and Neptune in 1986. During its visit to Uranus, Traveler 2 found 10 new moons and added the planet to the rundown of universes in our planetary group with rings. Anyway, Adventurer 2's achievements were eclipsed by misfortune. Just a short time after its nearest way to deal with Uranus, the Space Transport Challenger unfortunately detonated without further ado after liftoff, killing all 7 crew members, including Krista McAuliffe, a secondary teacher from New Hampshire, who was set to become the first civilian to go into space. 3 years after the fact, as Pioneer 2 flew about 20,800 miles over Neptune's dazzling purple methane sky, it experienced the fastest winds at any point recorded on any planet in our solar system, reaching rates of up to 1,000 miles per hour. Neptune's biggest moon, Triton, ended up being one of the coldest spots in our vast neighborhood, with surface temperatures plunging to minus 391 degrees Fahrenheit. As these valiant space voyagers proceeded with their venture, they sent back priceless information that continues to astound researchers to this day. Their extraordinary odyssey has changed the course of space science and inspired generations of future adventurers to dream about reaching for the stars. Anyway, the most amazing discovery of all came when Voyager 1, as of late, recognized something really astounding concealing in the immensity of interstellar space. After almost half a century of investigation, Pioneer 1 has incidentally tracked down a strange peculiarity that has left analysts astounded. Voyager 1, after almost 50 years of interstellar investigation, has made a discovery so huge that it has left researchers and specialists both astounded and energized. The space apparatus, which has gone more than 14 billion miles from Earth, has conveyed back a message that contains information dissimilar to anything we have experienced before. The irregularity it distinguished in the limitlessness of space is so puzzling that it has forced the space apparatus to adjust its direction and head back toward Earth, igniting broad interest and hypothesis. The signal received from Voyager 1 has raised various inquiries. Might it at any point be proof of extraterrestrial life? Could this inconsistency be a huge, unexplained peculiarity outside our ability to grasp? Or is there something considerably more mind-blowing at play, something that could rethink our information on the universe? To comprehend the gravity of this revelation, we should glance back at the mission itself. Adventure 1 was part of the twin shuttle mission sent off in 1977, an aggressive endeavor to explore the outer planets of our solar system. Thanks to the unique arrangement of the 4 biggest planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, this arrangement permitted NASA to design a way that would utilize the gravitational draw of every planet to slingshot the shuttle from one to the next, radically decreasing the time required for the mission. The mission was a success, and the spacecraft Pioneer 1 made surprising accomplishments, far surpassing starting assumptions. It went beyond the outer planets, even wandering into the huge unknown of interstellar space. While other space probes had sent back important data, Traveler 1 and its twin, Traveler 2, went beyond, investigating the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, finding the dynamic and active nature of these moons, and identifying new moons around Uranus. Voyager 1's most significant accomplishments include its investigation of Jupiter's moon Europa, where it found a thick, icy crust, and its venture past Saturn, where it passed through the planet's famous rings. As it moved farther into the unknown, it sent back detailed photographs and information that astounded researchers, including data about the super weather conditions on Neptune and the surprising properties of Triton, its biggest moon. Following years of successful data transmission, NASA had planned for the possible finish of the mission with the spacecraft shut down to save resources. Yet, just when the team thought the mission was nearing its end, the latest revelation took everyone by surprise. This surprising inconsistency has led analysts to speculate about the nature of the signal and what could be responsible for this phenomenal shift in direction. The implications of this revelation are immense. Could this signal be the first real proof of life beyond Earth? Or maybe it represents a natural vast peculiarity that has yet to be understood. Some speculate that the abnormality could be an unknown power or field that Voyager 1 has encountered as it continues to travel farther from the solar system. Right now, the peculiarity remains a mystery, but one thing is clear. Voyager 1 has once again broken our understanding of space exploration with its startling discoveries. This famous spacecraft continues to push the limits of what we know about the universe as it moves back toward Earth. It carries with it a signal that could open a totally new chapter in humankind's mission to understand the universe and our place within it. Until further notice, specialists are cautiously analyzing the data and planning for additional review, hoping that this exceptional discovery will provide insights into the most important questions in science. Whether it turns out to be proof of alien life, a vast oddity, or something even more extraordinary, Voyager 1's discovery marks another achievement in humankind's journey into the unexplored world. As Voyager 1 continues its journey beyond the reach of human knowledge, it becomes more than just a spacecraft. It's a symbol of the relentless curiosity and determination of humankind. The spacecraft's discoveries have already reshaped our understanding of the solar system, and with this latest signal, it seems poised to do the same for our understanding of the universe itself. Every new piece of data it transmits brings us closer to unlocking the secrets of the cosmos, answering questions that have perplexed scientists for generations. Yet, despite the remarkable advances in space exploration, the true nature of the anomaly it encountered remains a mystery. Scientists are now turning to every possible avenue of inquiry. Could it be a natural phenomenon, a unique force or field never before detected by human instruments? Or is it something even more extraordinary, an indication of a deeper, more profound mystery that challenges the very foundation of our understanding of physics and space? While the search for answers continues, one thing remains certain. Voyager 1's journey is far from over. It is a beacon of human exploration, venturing into the unknown with no end in sight. As the spacecraft sails further into the vastness of space, its mission will continue to inspire future generations to look up at the stars and wonder about the possibilities that await beyond our world. For now, NASA and scientists around the globe are working together to carefully analyze the data from Voyager 1's discovery. The spacecraft's next steps may hold the key to a new era of exploration, one where we begin to explore the very fabric of the universe itself. Whether this anomaly represents the discovery of alien life, an undiscovered force, or a new cosmic phenomenon, it marks a pivotal moment in human history. As we wait for answers, we are reminded of the incredible achievements that have already been made in the field of space exploration. From the landing on the moon to the exploration of distant planets and moons, humanity has continuously pushed the boundaries of what is possible. Voyager 1, with its groundbreaking discoveries, serves as a testament to the power of science, technology, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. In the end, whether we find evidence of life beyond Earth or unravel the mystery of the anomaly, Voyager 1 will always be remembered as one of humanity's greatest achievements. It has ventured farther than any other spacecraft, carrying with it the dreams and hopes of countless individuals who have sought to explore the great unknown. As it continues to transmit its findings, it brings us closer to understanding the universe and our place within it, one extraordinary discovery at a time.